Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to the Eaglemoss Presents Build Back to the Future DeLorean. We're looking at issue 59 now. And let's see, we've got our parts and more, but more being the key word. We've got a lot of stuff to do in this issue, because I think in issue 60, we start on the actual body frame, the upper frame, yes. And we should be able to bang a lot of those out pretty quick, but we got kind of a lot of stuff to do in this issue, so we'll kind of see what happens. There's at least 28 steps. There's 42 steps. Oh no. Which means this is going to take at least 42 minutes. Then they talk about the Twin Pines and Lone Pine Mall. So let's just go ahead and get started here. Step one. Okay. Let's get our parts out first. Um, 59A, which looks like this. Wow, this is like a really nice piece. This is like probably the nicest piece that I've seen for this build so far. Past part number 59A, which I'm assuming that this is. Yep. So, okay, so I've got this taken off. Where the heck does this go? Okay, so this goes up under here. And then I guess it's just going to plug into this hole up here. Somehow. Maybe I'll take some pliers. So I can just push that in there. Yep. But this piece is kind of nice because it's almost like there's like metal bits and plastic and all kinds of stuff. They took all the money that they invested in the crappy flux capacitor and put it in this piece. That's what it is. Let's see. Next, push one of the... Okay, so we've got some brackets somewhere. I guess it's these two purple things here. And I think we've got two 59C and 59D cables. So I think 59D is the long one, 59C is the shorter one. 59D is the longer cable. Okay. Push one of the brackets onto the cable, pushing it along about 3 centimeters. Okay. So 3 centimeters. Oh wait, a lot longer than that. Well, I think, okay, these two pieces are going to plug in like here and here. So it's really only about 1.5 centimeters, I think. Okay. And the other one just has to like fit right on the end. Come on. Then the other end, let's see, 59, push one of the brackets, push, hole. Okay. Well, you gotta be joking me, because this definitely ain't holding nothing in place here. These little pegs I mean, it's just gonna, they don't even stay. Oh, that one kind of does. Okay. Eventually we're gonna have, probably after I replace this with the mod Christmas tree and the, you know, the flux capacitor box, we're gonna have to come back and re-glue these. Next up, we've got this piece here. Though it doesn't really say which side. Okay, how does this fit on? Okay, so because there's a peg on. See, there's a little peg right there on the bottom. So that's gonna fit right here. So it's gonna be this top. Yeah, it doesn't say. Push this onto here, I guess. Like this. Push this onto here with your little brackets. And then we have to secure it with 2 AP screws. There we go. Which I think are going to be these, yeah, these 2 holes here. Okay, these are the different AP screws. You guys have, you know, have been watching. It seems like some of the AP screws have different threads on them than others, which I find very bizarre. Because sometimes they'll work with this screwdriver, sometimes they won't. Okay, so those 2 are in position. And then it has this piece coming down and then fitting, okay, it fits right onto this peg. What I am going to do though is I'm going to cut it so that it's flat. It's kind of at an angle. Whoop. Okay. And there's like these 2 pins down here and it fits on the one to the left. I hope. There we go. So basically just like that. Let's see. And then this other wire, it looks like it just kind of goes around and fits into this side of this kind of fan looking piece. I don't know what that's supposed to be, if it's like a fan or what it is. So it's going to be kind of like that. Flipping this over, we now have these 2 LEDs. Push the 2 ends of the wire. Oh my gosh, my nose just started itching like crazy. What am I allergic to in here? Sorry about that. Okay, so these actually fit in pretty good. So that's good. This is good. And again, these are going to change later once we get that Christmas tree mod. Okay, so this is gonna, these are going to fold down and then go through this. And where does the screw go? Okay. And this is also an AP screw. And I think that's the last AP for this issue. Okay. So now, let's see, bring the upper portion of the bulkhead. Okay, before we do that, I need to fix something on this piece, and it's this little pipe, and I don't know... No, I don't think I'm going to be able to turn it. So we need to actually take this off. And we need to turn this pipe right here so that it's facing back. And yeah. Okay, so that'll be easy enough, I hope. But in order to do that, we have to take it all the way out, and then we're probably gonna have to cut a bit of it. Let's see here. So now, if you're working with a razor blade or an X-Acto knife like I am, always be very careful, because trust me, I've cut myself a few times with these bad boys, and it is not fun. All right, let's try this. That looks like it might actually work. So let's see here. All right, so those are both of the pipes facing backwards, and then we'll just pop this right back in. We'll leave the little black bit right there. Perfect. Set the razor blade aside so I don't inadvertently chop off one of my appendages. Oh. Come on. Okay, so we've got that done. So next it's saying to push cable 49H, which I believe is this guy right here, into the bulkhead as shown. Bring the upper portion of the bulkhead. Okay. So these are all going to go behind. And then this piece, just as I think I predicted before, it's going to push right onto there. And then let's get all these things out of the way. This is going to be like this. All right. Now, FP screws. Okay. There's one. Let's do one of the outside ones. Oh, you guys getting this? And again, when you're, screwing into plastic, you don't want to over tighten like we did on the flux capacitor. Okay. And then I think we just have the one more over here to do. Before I tighten that in, I want to make sure that this piece kind of fits in there like that, which is going to fit in with another FP screw. So, oh, actually that's better. I'm going to get 2 FP screws out. We'll have one left, which is going to be complementary or supplementary, I don't know. So I think what I'm going to try to do, since in step 16 here, 53B fits in with the FP screw, so I'm just going to think I'm going to screw that in first. Maybe, I don't know. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll go. Okay. And now I'll go ahead and attach this. Okay. So, let's see. Push pipe in the hole. Bulk. Let's see here. Fix the upper portions of the bulkhead with 4 FP screws, which we've done. Oh, push the pipe 53B into the hole, which we just did. Okay, so that was all the same step. Push the plug marked 16, which is what? Is it this one? Oh, it is. Good. 16. Okay, so that's basically right here. Like that. And then 15. Let's see. 16 and then 15, which is right in between 14 and 16. All right. Okay. Now the big plug here is going to finally plug in up here, and I'm a little bit concerned for space. I think this is going to work if we route it underneath the other plugs, or the other wires, I'm sorry. And bam. So FR. Okay, so now we flip this back down, and we're going to have all kinds of like tubes and stuff. It looks like this black tube goes behind. Now this is the first piece that we put in today, which is the one I said was really nice. So that's going to go there. The black plug, or not the black plug, the black, plastic tube looks like it's going to go behind that. as I can get it in that hole right there. There we go. So something like that, I think. There we go. All right. So 49D. Now we've got these 4 plugs here. So there's this big one here, the 2 small ones. Uh-oh. There we go. Just pull this back out. And then the multi-wired one. So this big one goes into the bottom right here. Uh-oh. Then we've got these 2 there. And whoop. There. Are you guys seeing this up here, hopefully? Let's see. Let's use my tweezers here. Now this thick wire here is kind of going to be a problem. Well, maybe not. I just trimmed off a little piece of the sprue bit there. Okay. So those are all there. You can probably actually pull these down a little ways. Somehow. I'll kind of worry about tidying things up at a later date. Next we go to the outside, which are going to be these cables. So we've got the big black cable goes in the bottom, and again we're gonna need, now let's see, okay, okay, and then the 2 small black cables, bam, and boom. And maybe at a later date, maybe I'll pop those off and super glue them all, but I don't really think it's necessary just yet. And probably want to pull some of these cables forward. I still haven't clipped off the ends of these, so I'm not really too worried about it. All right, so there we have that, and that takes us through all of the plugs. So now we're on step 27, and now we transition back here, where it says push the plug mark 19. Do we have a plug mark 19? Oh wait, push the plug marked 19 and 22. There are no more. Unless they're on the main car body. Ugh, the car frame. Ugh, ugh. And this guy's a little bit dusty here. So, okay, there's 22. There's 8, 23, 10, 9, 11, 12. Okay, there's 19. So I guess we're getting kind of a little bit off here. So let's see here. So they're saying 19, which I think is this one. Yep. All right. 19. What was the other one? So I guess we're supposed to be attaching this 19 and then 22. Let's move that out of the way because this is going to get hairy, I think. All right, so we just have this like mess of wires back here. So 19, then 22. Okay. And then 23, which is what? Which one? 12, 11. Not 23. I see it. Oh gosh, this one's short. Okay. So then we got to flip this kind of over because then we have all these other colors that we've got to worry about. So we've got to find number 6. That looks like a 9. That looks like a 12. 11. 6. And we can kind of pull on them a little bit because we can always, you know, pull them back out if we need to. All right, 6, 8. Okay, so there's 10. There's 11. This one is 12. 9. Oh, there's 8. Oh my gosh. Eight. Here's 9. If I can get it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. One of these wires just popped out like that, see? And great. The little metal tab has actually pushed out on it, which is not good at all. Okay, I think I just felt it kind of pop. I'm sorry, guys. I just got another spam phone call. I should be mad at myself because I didn't put my phone into airplane mode, which I just did. Okay. So I don't know where is 21 supposed to go back here somewhere? I have no idea where 21 is supposed to go, but 22 is right there, so maybe so. Alright, so where were we? I totally lost my train of thought now. Okay, there's 9. I'm just going to go numerically. There's 10. One of these that's 12. This one is 11 probably. Oh no, this is the big plus minus wire. Oh, I see a loose one here, which says 11. And then this one's 12. Which I would think that I would want to put this underneath there. Well, I don't know. These are the ones that are supposed to get taped down, but then the tape was, you know, absolutely worthless. So okay. So all of those are in, and then the plus minus is back here. And this one's kind of on the side. And there's a big plus minus here. Plus minus is facing outward or towards the right side of the car. And that should be everything over here. Let's pull that through, pull this through. Not sure if there's anything running up. And then all of these are supposed to kind of dangle out to the side here. And I think this is how... Oh, the other thing is, okay. Position the dashboard, floor, front seat, bucket, bulkhead assembly in the chassis, ensuring that the cables and steering column fit in steps 38 and 39. So we've got all these hanging out the side. And then I've got the steering column, which I have to fit down inside here. And I think I have the short steering column. So regardless of what I do right now, I'm eventually going to have to take all this apart. Wait a second. Is this... So I'm not even sure where the two... There's the... Okay, I think that's in place right there. Fit the end of the steering column into this hole in the steering... Yep. But I can see right down in here that it's just too short and it doesn't steer. Oh, yeah, it's literally you know, you would think that they would have this fixed by now, but I'm sure in like episode 90, when we have to disassemble the majority of the car to get to that, is when we'll finally have to rip everything apart and do it over again. So let's see, we've got some DM screws, but I'm going to put everything together so that, you know, when the time comes, I can just take it apart, hopefully easily, and get those parts replaced. So we've got a couple DM screws on either side. One is right down here, I hope. Is that, yep. Let's use the big screwdriver for that. Okay. Something just fell on this floor. I think it might have been this other DM screw. Now, where is this other hole? Ah. These darn flipping tires, I swear. You know, I've always said, you know, I think I'm just going to glue them into place, and yet I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. And if none of this works, then I'm really screwed. Just stay up. Why couldn't they have used like super high strength neodymium magnets? I don't understand why they had to use like the worst magnets on planet Earth. Okay, this one we should... Nope. That pipe's in the way. Okay. And then I'm not exactly sure where this other one is. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of hidden way, you know, it's up under here, under these wires. Okay. And let's see. I'm just trying to kind of move that so it's a little bit inconspicuous, but I don't think it's going to work that very well. All right, so that is almost it. We're almost done. We have this little bracket. Again, I'm going to put this bracket in place mainly so that, let's see here, how does it go in place? Yep. So this goes under the wires. They should have made this piece out of metal, actually, not plastic. And then, oh, great. Oh my god. Oh, I see why the wheel's not flipping up. The magnet actually became unglued. Look at that. The magnet that was down in here Looks like it is actually a neodymium magnet. Became undone, which means it's not going to stick. Well, in that case, I'll just put some super glue in there. And we'll let that cure. Let's see, BM screws. Okay. So where did the BM screws go? Are they way back here? Yep, there they are. And again, we'll have to take this bracket off sometime in the future when the replacement steering column arrives, whenever that is. And I'm just kind of putting these in right now so I don't lose the parts somewhere else. Okay, now this screw's not fitting. Ooh, that one looks like it's all rusted or something. All right, anyway. Okay, well, aside from a little bit of dust that I'll have to clean up, we are done. We have mounted the, let's see, does it look like that? Yeah, kind of, pretty much. I don't know if I can throw batteries in here and like turn this thing on though now. That would be really cool if we could. So I might try that, but the next issue we've got the upper frame finally, and we can get to working on that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for issue 59, and hopefully the first half of the video doesn't have any interference on it. I forgot to put my phone into airplane mode, which would, you know, keep any type of Wi-Fi signals and stuff from interfering with my microphone. So if the first half of the video is kind of bloop, 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 if you hear some stuff, I'm really, really sorry. I will try to minimize that in, you know, when I do the post editing. But if it does, please forgive me. Leave a like anyway. Let me know how I did. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. This has been issue 59 of the Eaglemoss Presents Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. I am BradM73, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.